company develops office buildings, so the main task that I have is to find the perfect location, to build the perfect building and to lease it and to sell it to international funds or companies, like we did with the latest development that we just finished this year. We built a very nice building very close to Paradise Center, which is called Park Lane Office Center. We sold it to SAP, to the global software giant, who are going to use the building for their growth here in the country. They're one of the biggest software companies in the country, and we're very happy to be able to help them grow further their business. We have as a tenant Allianz. The whole holding has moved in June this year, and they are happy tenants. Now they're tenants of SAP. I am from the second class of AUBG, and I would like to remind to the younger students that these were very pioneering years. These were the first years when, after the changes from the socialist regime, and the universities in Bulgaria were quite different from AUBG. And it was really enlightening what we were being taught at the university. At the Bulgarian university, nobody would dare to raise hand, to ask questions, to challenge the professors. What was most important at AUBG is that we were taught to do that, to challenge, to ask questions, to be proactive, to raise our hands and our voice. It was a mind-changing thing that we learned, and this has created many leaders from our classes. And I believe for that reason, many of the majority of the people that graduated especially from the first classes, are so successful. Most of them are abroad, but those that stayed in Bulgaria have been very successful. They either created their own businesses or have a superb career in the multinational companies around. I do keep in contact with my classmates. We are friends. I even invited one of my friends from the university, Tanya Kosseva-Boshova, who graduated from the first class, to be a financial investor in this building that I just sold in Park Lane Office Center. Dylan sold his company Dynamo a few years ago to an American company and invested with us. So we kept a personal relationship, and now we had a very successful business together. My first job actually was started during my education at AUBG. During the last 2 years of my education, I was traveling twice a week to Sofia to work in a telecom company, in a British telecom company that introduced the first mobile phones in Bulgaria. It was a very exciting period for me because I was a really young girl and was combining the heavy studies that we had at the university and work over there. I was working at the accounting department of this company, Mobicom, and this led my career into finance. Eventually, I turned into real estate because I happened to work at a property company called Colliers International. And eventually, over the 8 years at Colliers, I became partner and managing partner and managed the company for several years. This led me into real estate. Later on, I moved into the investment side, so I became a developer. So for the last 15 years, I've been dealing with investment developments of commercial buildings. I'd be happy to advise any graduate of AUBG to start working as soon as possible during their educational period, to work as much as possible while they're young and ambitious. Second item I would like to focus on is social skills. This is the number one skill that you need in your career. People hire for skills but fire for lack of emotional intelligence, social skills and people skills. It doesn't matter where in the hierarchy of a company. What matters is how you deal with people. You can get things done in a personal way rather than command way based on your position. Yeah, positions are important, but personal skills are number one.